So in the conversation today, we talked about rest and resting in God and all those benefits. And Psalm 62, 5-8 talks to us about rest in God and the benefits. It says, "Yes, my soul finds rest in God. My hope comes from him. Truly, he is my rock and my salvation. He is my fortress, and I will not be shaken." When I read that, I think, okay, I definitely don't ever want to not be in resting in God, because right there it just lays it out that we won't be shaken and he is our fortress. But what I have to be really sensitive to isn't just that I desire to be there, but just recognizing when I have left that place of resting in God and now operating out of my own abilities. And something that Erin said during the talk today really struck me, and she talked about when her peace left her during a scenario with her and her family. And that for me is a great marker of when I have left being in resting in God, and now I'm operating out of my might, my ability, instead of resting in him and all that he can do and all of his abilities.
You commented on when the peace is gone, you pulled back and you said, okay, wait, because we can be doing, and then all of a sudden it feels good and we're empowered. The anointing's there, the provision, but then when you feel that peace gone, when it's been taken from you, it's like, okay, I'm out of alignment somewhere, and that's where it was like, okay, pull back, and then go, okay, God, what is your will? What you lead me, because right now this just is all me striving or my intentions, and I need your provision. And so just using that as a marker to know when we've moved out of alignment, and then say, okay, my peace is gone. Let me go back and refocus on what God says. And I think that's great, because it seems like the actions flow from, if they flow from the right attitude in place. So if I have an attitude of God's leading this versus I'm leading it, then I'm in a posture to really listen for him and hear, go to the left or to the right, or I need you to be still right now. And I love that whole thing about sometimes it's sitting and sometimes it's moving and you're full force, but you have the anointing. But the only way to know that is pay attention to the peace. Did peace get robbed? If so, refocus and center on God and say, okay, God, what would you have me to do? And as he opens your spiritual ears and eyes, then you move in the direction, and it can look like rest, completely waiting for the moment, or going forward full force and having a new plan. So I really love that whole peace is the way to know when we are out of the resting in him. Yeah, thank you.
And so when my peace has left me and has been shaken, it's an opportunity to then say, okay, hold on, let me regroup and refocus so that I can get back in alignment and experience the rest. Because as Tammy stated, resting isn't always about sitting still, but knowing when we're supposed to go to the left or to the right or to just stop really depends on our spiritual ears and eyes connecting to him. And it's through that peace leaving me that I can say, hold on, let me regroup, refocus. God, what is your will? What is your plan in this scenario? And when that peace comes back, he promises that he will give us direction. He'll give us spiritual ears and spiritual eyes to discern his will in the scenario. So if your peace has left you, take a moment to pause and ask God to bring you back into a place of rest in him.